Hey guys, so today I'm here to talk to you about being a travel surgical technologist. There's a few things that you need to know before traveling, before picking a company, and before signing your contract. So I'm going to give you the basics on this video, and then there will be more videos to come with specific details for each thing that you need to make sure you have in order before signing your contract. After watching the video, if you have any comments or questions, leave them below. If there's something that you want me to go over specifically, leave it in the comments and I'll make a video to address it. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that you need to do before becoming a traveler or a travel surgical tech, you need to make sure that you graduated from an accredited program. There will be a background check to make sure that everything is in order, so make sure that you graduated from an accredited program. You also need to make sure that you are certified. There are still a few companies that will take you without a certification, but 98% of contracts are going to want you to be certified. So make sure that you are certified. If you're not certified, sign up for the test, study, take it, get it over with. It will help you in the long run. Go ahead and get certified. The third thing I always recommend is having at least 1 to 2 years of experience under your belt before starting to travel. The reason why is it takes at least a year to get comfortable with basics, and it's going to take another year to get comfortable in specialty. So depending on if you're going to do just general contracts versus a specialty, that's why I say 1 to 2 years of experience is needed before traveling. Another thing is going to help you with your confidence, because when you are a traveler, you do not get orientation as if you're at a new job where you're buddied up with somebody for weeks at a time in each service. And no, the most you may get is a few days of orientation just to kind of learn the hospital, where things are, get some FaceTime with your surgeons and staff so they know who you are. But other than that, they're going to put you in a room and expect you to be able to do what you do. So you want to make sure that you graduated from an accredited school, that you're certified, and you get that 1 to 2 years, depending on what you want to travel as, under your belt. Now, once you have those 3 things done, the next thing you're going to do is make a list. On your list, there's a couple things that I want you to write down. Your do's and your don'ts. The hours that you're willing to work, prefer to work, and not flexible or willing to work. Also, your days versus nights, weekends, call, 12-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts, 8-hour shifts. I already have that set in your mind what you want to do, because they're going to ask you. Another thing is location. There are going to be certain locations you want to go to, some you don't want to go to, or you may be indifferent. Whatever your choices are, put that down. Another thing is housing. You want to think about that, because when traveling, you're going to a different state or city, and you may not have family or friends there that you can stay with. So you're going to want to think about your housing. Who are you going to travel with? Are you traveling alone? Do you have a travel buddy? Is your family coming with you? They do have apartments, townhomes, houses that will do short leases, 3-month, 6-month, 9-month leases. They charge a little bit more for those, but I'll get into more detail about that on my housing video. So those are some basic things that you want to have down, because once you do decide to go with a company, they're going to ask you all of that, because that's going to help them best fit you with your best contract. Okay, now once you get that done, you're going to have to go online. You're going to search for a company. Do some research, see like reviews from people that are already traveling. Get in surgical tech travel groups on Facebook, TikTok, social media, whatever. Get in those groups because those people are going to help you the best. They're going to tell you, I've been to a hospital in St. Elsewhere. I liked it. I didn't like it. This is what they expect. That's you're going to get your best information because these are people that are already traveling and they can give you the insight on these hospitals that you've never heard of or never been to or aren't aware of for the most part. So after you get that done, then you're going to get to the process of picking your company. Once you decide to go with whatever company, when you sign up for that company, there's going to be a few things that you're going to have to fill out. The first thing they're going to tell you to fill out is a checkoff list. This checkoff list is your experience. It is specific to you. Do not embellish. Put on there what you are as far as how good you are in neuro, ortho, general, whatever. They're going to have everything on there. And just make sure that you don't say you know how to do stuff you don't know how to do, because when you get there and you don't know how to do it, they could cut your contract over that. So be as honest as you can when rating yourself. Once you get that done, then your company is going to send you all kinds of other forms. There will be an I-9, your taxes, your personal information, your bank information, so that they can get you paid, because that's why we travel, right? To get paid. And then once you get that done, then the fun part starts. Now you get to go on the website and look at all the contracts that are out there. There's going to be contracts everywhere. So that's why I said make sure you know what you're looking for before you get to this point. Are you only wanting to go to warm states? Do you want to avoid maybe like states that get a lot of snow in the winter, like New York or Minnesota? Like, all those things are going to matter because you want to be happy on your contract. Make sure that you're going to be able to get to where you need to go. So if you take a contract in Dallas and you live in Colorado, make sure that you can get there. Because if you sign a contract and don't pull your side of it, they will cut your contract and you will get charged for a contract being canceled. So make sure that when you pick wisely. Then you want to look at the pay rate. So this is tricky. A lot of people, when their first contracts, they look at, oh, this hospital is paying all this money, I'm going there. But you have to remember, if they're paying that much more than other contracts, there's usually a reason. Now, it could be weather related. Like I said, if you're going to New York, Minnesota in the wintertime, it's tons of snow. Nobody wants to do that, so they pay more for that. Or it could be a hospital that can't keep staff. It could be a crappy hospital to work for. The staff could be really nasty to travelers. Again, make sure you get in those groups on social media with travelers so you can find out that kind of information, because all money is not good money. So make sure you do your research. Another thing that you want to think about is if you have a friend that's a surgical tech or a nurse and they want to travel, buddy travel is amazing, because you go to the hospital together. You at least know one person. You can share housing. You can have somebody to do stuff with. Or if you take your family with you, just make sure that you can find housing for the family and it's affordable and it's not going to eat up your whole check. And I will go over pay packages and all that on a different video. But to get you started, this is the basics that you need to do. And once you get all that done, then you're going to go into specifics with your company, and that's when they're going to break down your housing, your pay package, your start date, your relocation money, your extension fees, all the extra details that come along with it. But before you even get to that point, you need to get to these basics. All right, guys, that's all I have for you on this one. So make sure you leave comments and questions so I can know what you're still interested in, and then I can make a video about it and go into more detail about specifics. All right, peace.